Hello there, YouTube. It is I, the one, the only, Naudia Exotica. And I have a heating pad to stay warm. It's so luxurious. That's nice. That's fabulous. I need to post my links. Give me one moment. And it will keep my fingers warm too. I want let me see. I need a good background. That's a collage. Don't know if that will work. Screensaver. No. Why not fall leaves? That's kind of nice. That's nice, right? We'll do that for Instagram and Snapchat. Today was a hectic day, yo, for real. Oh, I hate how it does this. Why does it do this? There we go. Share. This heating pad is coming in clutch, honey. Ooh, okay. This is not going to help the post-nasal drip. I'm certain that I have post-nasal drip, honestly. I'll get over it. Perfect. Okay. There goes Snap. Wait a minute. Did I do something wrong? Wait a minute. Don't tell me I did that thing again. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Thank goodness. Okay, now time for Twitter. Okay. Okay, now, you know what? I kind of underestimated how cold it was going to be. And I'm about to eat pineapple. Okay. Initially, I think it was Sunday. It came on here and was like bitching about this wig. And, oh, fuck you. I have to take it all back. I take it all back, okay? Okay, perfect. Okay, initially I had said that this wig I was sure was... Why is this doing this? I was certain that this was synthetic blend. Why on earth? Whatever. Initially I thought this was synthetic blend because, hi Robert, I had tried to straighten it right off jump, and you're not supposed to do that, obviously. And whenever they make lace front wigs, they put product and stuff in it to try and make it keep its shape. Well, ooh, that is so good. After a thorough deep conditioning, the hair straightens like a gem. I was like, hi Gerardo. I was so certain. I was like, this is not straightening properly. I feel like this is synthetic hair. But I was mistaken. Today was so much. I went to the dentist early in the morning. I was pretty much numb all afternoon on one side of my face. I'd never had, what is it, local anesthesia? Like numbing. I never had numbing done with filler, so I was kind of worried that it was gonna somehow, actually it kind of did affect this side of my lip, but then as soon as the shit wore off, it went back to normal. And I'm hungry. Today was just such an off day, so I have fruit and cheese and almonds and cranberries, I think. Oh, there's more almonds. Hi, Angelique. Hi, Riva. How is Vro doing today? We have Vro and Flo. We love them both. I have to go back to the dentist on Monday. I'm not happy about it, but who knew for deep cleanings they had to numb you? And initially, too, I was like, why are we doing a deep cleaning? And the dentist lady told me that it was because new patients with any sort of like, they have to fill 2 cavities. I hadn't been to the dentist, legit, I know this is gross. I hadn't been to the dentist since like 2015. So to only have 2 little cavities, that's pretty good. And that sounded like a gunshot. How are you tonight, Angelique? So she was like, for new patients, we do deep cleaning. And they do it in sections. And I didn't eat before that. I didn't have my chai before that. It was such an off day. No, honestly, I didn't notice anything. But when she said anesthesia, I'm like, excuse me? That's like another gunshot. That's crazy. Yes, I got my new piercing. Oh, yeah. That vlog will be up. Oh, gosh. Everything, I kind of put everything back, too, because today I didn't have the... I thought that it was going to be smooth sailing, but today I was like, I don't want to do anything. I'm numb. I can barely move my face. However, I have a vlog coming up, but I also have a second Firmoo sponsorship coming on. I'm thinking that I'll post Monday, and then the vlog will be early for patrons, and then probably up midweek for the dermal vlog. I chopped it up, so it was so fun chopping it up with the lady who did the piercing. She was really badass. Amanda the Adventurer. Wait, what is that? Why does that sound familiar? I have a heating pad and it's actually working wonders, but I should probably turn it up a little higher. Then me and Banana P went to this antique store that we like to go to. I found this vintage mink and I couldn't help myself. I'm like, it's almost my birthday. So I deserve this vintage mink. I don't feel bad because it's repurchased. It's who knows how many people own this before. So I'm revamping it. Thank you, Tony. I'm revamping it and it's comfortable. It feels great. I'm assuming it's mink and then the collar is fox. A horror puzzle game. Yeah. She got back on 3 days ago on the 5th. Which was dope. Thank you. No, honestly, the way that they do it is so interesting. And it's almost like, I don't know, it's just like that. I'd say this hurt more, this one, because it's like an eyebrow piercing. And it's normally when you get an eyebrow piercing, you obviously get it in a chunkier spot. But up here is not very chunky. So, and that one I got a black eye. This one I was surprised. I mean, it's a little bit bruised, but I was surprised that it didn't go up to my eye. Because this one, my whole down here was all bruised. Looked like I got punched. So I was like pleasantly surprised. And I didn't get to record it because it said no recording. Hi, Sam! But I recorded afterwards and I'm going to kind of talk a bit more about, I don't know, I guess, piercings, the piercing. I got a lot of filming to do, honestly, and it's all a lot. Three-foot metal pipe smashed into her calf, and that was my piercing. And claims it to be a new piercing. That's funny. A new piercing, Neanderthals be like. I don't know, I feel like I really had to show up and show out for this because it's almost my birthday. I'm driving Banana P nuts with that. I don't care. I don't care. That's how I always do. I always bother her every November. Help me get my Canada residency. I want to go to Italy. Hi, Suk. How are you? Steal 90 pounds from her wallet and claim it's an birthday gift. I like that idea. I'm like afraid to chew on this side now because of they really did a bang up job cleaning my teeth, honestly. That lady was thorough. She didn't fuck around at all. Not you need to beat a moose in a one-on-one fight to get your citizenship. I had no idea until I was watching, who was it? One of the Bigfoot channels, like Maximum Fear or something like that. I had no idea how big moose is. What's the plural of moose? How big mooses got. I'll bring a harpoon and stick in. Thank you. Honestly, all eyeshadow. Burgundy eyeshadow, and then in the center it was like this like nude mixed with a white or a like a tan. That's okay, Reva. Sometimes you have to be a little, I don't know what, unproductive. They really for real are. Not like, not like a mouse, a moose. The big old things with antlers. I had no idea they could get that big. But they get massive. No, you're fine, sweetheart. You're not illiterate. I have this apple cider candle. Thank you, Big Frank. It smells phenomenal. Apple cider and clove. So, it's kind of all I got going on. Like, I've also been slacking on the readings too, I'm not gonna lie. Holy hell. A chocolate mousse. Ooh, I love chocolate mousse. Oh, I want chocolate mousse now. Dope. It's weird, Reba, because like the moment I start to actually there we go. The moment that I feel like I start to trip myself up or question it, like I'm like, uh-oh, or overanalyze it, and I'm like wondering about it, is the moment that it stops kind of flowing. It really seems like that. That's how it was on cam too. The moment that I even questioned it, it was like I put a halt to it. This pineapple is good, but right after a teeth cleaning, we're sensitive. I'm in the Bay Area, California. I forgot to tell y'all the police set up these mobile camera stations outside of the grocery store, and I think they're because of me. What did you do, Sam? Is it your klepto antics? Felon? Reva's crazy. Like, it's really weird. It's so weird. No matter what direction it comes in, but I don't know. Now that I don't have music lessons, I'm like, I don't know, I want to go back on cam a little bit. Sam? We'll call you Sticky Fingers. How about that? Yes. If you get in an altercation with an officer of the law, you are getting folded like a goddamn lawn chair. Not a lawn, Not a lawn chair. Who's got the plug with the jewelry? Period. Honestly, I shouldn't even say it because, like, it's fucked up. Who's got the plug with the Rugery? Not the Rugery. A moose of a woman, Reva? Are you permitted to say such a thing? That is very, very rude. That is rude, Reva. Do you have a permit to say something like that? Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Really? Reva. Very shady. I kind of love it though. These cranberries are so good. Interesting. Reva, I mean, honestly, what you convey in your writing, that's a shock. But you're saying just in that relationship. We even got that around like a sack of potatoes. It's crazy. Oh shit. Damn. Wishbone is very vivid. Like, that's very vivid. Exactly. I mean, except for the fact that Reva said that she's missing some sort of limb or something. Or, no, your jaw. Your bottom jaw. That was fucking bomb. I do not, Johnny. But Reva's the Squishmallow queen. Through and through on Gang Gang. Oh yeah, which reminds me. This isn't a Squishmallow, but it certainly is a Beanie Baby. Wait, did I delete it? Oh, fuck you, I deleted it. It's in the group chat. Oh, and I need to get... where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I sent it last night. I fell asleep, like, so I said something in the group chat, and I'm like, what am I, like, what the hell? Where did this come from? I was, like, half asleep. Where is it? Did I send it today or yesterday? It was like a Twitter screenshot. What the hell? Where did it go? What did I send that last night or this morning, you guys? A llama plushie, not as nearly glorious. Still, it's a llama plushie. Thank you, oh orange. I have no idea. I decided to be a responsible adult and go to bed at 11. That's so early. Hi, Robert. Thank you. That is so early. Where was it? I sent it. It had like the pins in it or something. Oh, and that didn't even send. My earlier message didn't even send. Here it is. I thought it had pins. No, it just has multiple eyes. I want it. Oh, my hands. Hello, June June. How are you? Right? I want it so bad. I bet you could find something like that on Etsy. Oops. It's actually kind of insane how, I don't know why they, like, I don't know. But all I know is I don't want to get numb again. Ugh. So annoying. There's the, yeah, there's two Roberts. Yeah, that's true. Etsy tends to be very expensive. They're getting more and more expensive and less about handmade things. I thought that was the whole point of Etsy, was like kitschy handmade things, but apparently the fuck not. Oh well. Nadia's stream of Naudia dissecting Beanie Babies and surgically implanting those eyes into a lamb squishy the next time on my live stream. Eye-shaped amulet there. Oh, that sounds cool. I hate the needles for numbing gums. I know, that's exact. I was like, well, first she goes, oh, I need you to sign this paperwork because you're going under, or you're going to be getting a local anesthesia. I'm like, excuse me? I stopped her right there. I was about to fucking hop about the chair. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, the numbing. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. So then, yeah, that was a bitch. I don't like it. It's annoying. And like this part of my mouth was like lopsided. I think it like fucks with the filler, or I don't know. I haven't had Botox in forever, but I did get it on my lips a couple times. So I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't obviously permanently paralyze you. I don't know. It's weird. In fact, I'm still kind of like, I don't know. I don't think it fucked it up. It was so bizarre. I was hit square in the head with a crowbar and pierced through something. The wrist or the arm? I can't remember. Riva. Oh wait, no, that was that the real? Was that legitimate? But that was like not fun. Now I feel like I have cranberry in my teeth. A bazillion times because I got a ton of extras. Oh shit. Just so used to it by now. That's like a thing. But damn. I had this, I think I've talked about it before. I've had this like oral surgery where they didn't put me under. I'm like, I refuse to go under, no thanks. They just numbed me up like a biatch. And then they extracted or sliced open my gums on the top because this canine tooth, you can't see it because my lips are too big. This canine tooth on this side was in the roof of my mouth, the adult one. So they took out the baby one, then they put a bracket on this one that was in the roof, and then they chained it and pulled it And over time, it wasn't like an immediate pull. They had to make it migrate to the place. So they ended up doing that over time, that like connected it to my braces. And then now, I mean, I'll be so honest, you guys. I barely wear my retainer. I have a permanent retainer on these teeth right here, but I barely wear my top retainer, and it's never shifted back. It's stayed there. So I don't know if I'm in the clear or not. I'm really bad about wearing my top retainer. I'm not gonna lie. I need to get better about it, but the dentists were like, okay. And we're on my initial appointment. I have to go to the dentist at the end of the month, and it's literally been like 2 years. Shit, I got you beat. I went, and the last time I went to a dentist was like in 2015. Awful, I know. But luckily only 2 little cavities they have to fill. So that's pretty good, I'd say, you know. And now I'm wondering too how they're gonna clean my bottom teeth. The front, it's pretty much like the front, I don't know how many, like this right here, that is where my permanent retainer is. I'm like, how are they going to clean those teeth when there's a permanent retainer on it? I don't know. I'll leave it to the professionals, you know what I mean? Hi Tasha, how are you? You think I did good, Sam? I was a little, I mean, honestly, I'm a hypochondriac, so I was like freaking out when she said anesthesia. And then the blood pressure thing, I'm telling you, I'm just saying, ever since my hospital visit, I was so worried about like my heart rate and like my whatever, because I'm so high strung. But the first dentist appointment, it was a little bit higher because I was freaking the fuck out extra, I guess. I had caffeine. But this last one, like today, it was at a normal rate. I was so shocked. I'm like freaking out as she's taking my blood pressure. I was so sure it was going to be over, and it was fine. I think I'm just a big ball of nerves. Thank you, Riva. You should. Wait. Actually, wait. I don't want you to get in trouble. And then you'd have to make a whole new IG, and then we'd have to re-add that one to the group chats. I mean, but you can. This is what I don't get, is even TikTok, from what my best friend tells me, has like smut on there. So why can't you post yours? I mean, maybe it's a violence. but you know, I don't know. I'm okay. I actually just got off the phone with a cousin and had an argument. Oh no! She's super problematic and just drains me. I'm sorry to hear that. I know you can't anymore, even if it's family. I need peace. You know what? You need to do that for yourself, Tasha. Seriously, like, there's been a couple of family members I had to cut off because it doesn't serve me any good. I'm like, nope. And I refuse to be involved in someone's life who, you know, is, like you said, problematic or constantly having issues surround them. It's like, I don't want to be part of that, you know? So I don't blame you. Sometimes you gotta. But I'm good. Honestly, I feel really good. I'm optimistic. I'm happy. I'm a little peeved that I have to go back to the dentist on Monday, but other than that, I feel good. Everything's pretty good. Banana P and I are going to go to the Cheesecake Factory for my birthday, closer to my birthday, and I'm going to vlog it. There's lots of fun shit coming out this month. I should have vlogged the vintage store today, but I just slipped my mind, and having this part of my face numb was just a burden. I had a headache. It was so much. Doing all sorts of wacky shit to your mouth, you'd be scared regardless. Yeah, true. But I hate that. It's always everything medical that I'm like, uh-oh. I get like hypochondria, just like my grandmother. Even though my grandmother was downing pills left and right and alcohol every day. Brandy. No violence. Since when was mentioning oral acts on a crime on Instagram? True. Well, you know how some of your, well, is your writing really necessarily violent? Wow. If it's not a productive relationship or for either of you, why bother? Exactly. Yes, thank you again, Reva. You're so sweet. Always coming through. That's so, I appreciate it. That's so sweet. But I just don't understand that because TikTok, I mean, people be reviewing smut. They were like crying. They were doing like reactions to some shit. This one lady was so bent out of shape, and I feel for her because I'm seriously the same way. If a story really touches me like that, like, it can be very emotional. I need to finish Slewfoot. I never did. Hi, Jonna. How are you? You know, once it was, oh shoot. And honestly, even then, it was way too much for me. I see. Well, shoot. I don't know. Honestly, they allow other things sexual in nature. The one thing about Instagram that's always pissed me off was littler, smaller pages or creators. They would pretty much get the brunt, is it brunt end of the stick? No, the brunt end of their like terms of service and policies and shit. But like bigger pages such as Playboy were able to post practically like it's all there. They maybe blur a small tiny portion of it, like I mean like a sliver of it, but they put shit on display, and it all has to do with likes and revenue and all that shit. Like if you have status, they're not gonna come for you. Mark Zuckerberg isn't gonna come for you. But you know, I remember getting like notices and shit on Instagram saying that my page wasn't going to be shown in the results or some shit. I don't know. Annoying. I feel like there's a couple ICP songs that are good. I think my cousin liked. I think my cousin, or maybe I'm confusing it with another band. I can't remember. Zuckerberg, along with this little, I don't know, elitist tribe. Oh no, you know what's actually crazy? There are people who I don't know if I should say. I'm gonna say it. Who cares? I don't owe it shit to anybody. There was someone I knew of who who got into a really huge fight with their ex-partner because he shaved, and they ended up breaking up over it. And I mean, they were together a long time. The Grammy nominations reminds me of this huge trailer park commune in Wisconsin. I'm there, Sam. Let's go. Let's get it, and we'll drink. Let's hit it up. I was part of an uncontacted jungle tribe once. The heck she honestly had it made with this dude, but it created all sorts of problems, apparently. She's a very superficial person. Yep. As a matter of fact, this person, I couldn't get a single fucking word out in the span of 8 hours dealing with this person. So I'm kind of happy not to be connected with them anymore. Methamphetamine coated. Okay, never mind. I want to go to a fun trailer park that's not that. Do those even exist? Insane how they could last long yet split over something so manageable and benign. And it honestly like snowballed. It created all sorts of other shit for them. And I had to listen to it. So annoying. I guess I should put it out there that I don't give a shit if people, well, first of all, I don't want a relationship, but even if I did, I wouldn't care if he shaved. I wouldn't care. Why should I give a fuck? If I slip on wigs, he should be able to shave his face. But I'm not the relationship type. As you guys know, the madam doesn't get tied down. The madam only serves. I want like a spiritual hippie commune trailer park. I'll be honest, Angelique, he was no saint either, but I don't think he deserved, like, for that to be the root cause. That was like the start of it all. I'm like, oh, exactly. The madam has a tight ship to run and can't get caught up in love. Someone might sweep you off your feet. If they do, there's terms and conditions. You know what I mean? Canoodle is the better word, and I would love to do that with multiple suitors. Why the fuck not? I saw the cutest cigar slash, I mean, it was, I'm thinking like, oh, those little cigars, but like a little like cigarette, the hell do you call them? A vintage cigarette tin holder tin thing. You could also put your business cards in it, but it was like this, like, it was almost looked like mother of pearl, honestly, with this almost like a cameo in the middle with flowers. Oh, it was gorge, but I didn't scoop it up. Makes me want to smoke, not gonna lie. It's the biggest deal breaker for you if you would try a relationship. Oh God, this is gonna make me sound so high maintenance, and if I am, I don't give a flying rat's ass. I know what I'm worth and I know what I deserve. I ended up cutting someone off because they didn't talk to me for 24 hours. And I legit, I mean, he was kind of hitting all the notes. He had 2 fucking places in a very expensive area. Like, he was hitting it all, but I didn't hear from him after we established, like, okay, let's see how this works. Not directly after, it was probably a couple days after, kind of defining us, but for 24 hours, I'm like, that ought to do it. So I blocked. I was calling him, didn't get an answer. Like, you have your fucking nerve, dude. They eat cigarettes, not smoke. Eat. That's a red flag. You know what? Not the Newport nibbler. Do you love Angelique? Look, I have it right here. I'm obsessed with this fucking bag. Thank you so much. You have no idea. And I'm like, it's time to put some hooch in here. Some holiday hooch. A lip flask. I mean, come on. Hello? And it can hold up to 5 ounces. 5 fluid ounces. So, like, this is so cool. I'm obsessed with this bag. I love it to bits and pieces. This is very much like, what is it? I feel like it's like Chrome Hearts wannabe ripoff. And what's the other one? I can't remember. Remember back in the day, there were like the True Religions did not have a cross logo, did they? I don't know, but it made me think of that. Honestly, your deal breaker is reasonable, right? Though, like, I'm like, how am I not going to hear from you for 24 hours? That's nuts. His job was very demanding. Yes, if I said what it was, I'm not going to, because there is a chance he could still be watching. But, but, no, fuck that. You could get your ass off work, be like, or even on your break, hey, listen, I'm like caught up in all this shit. Got me fucked up. Alas, I never did. Woo the Newport Nibbler. We only listen to Willis and motherfucking Doom, MF Doom, and Smoke Pot. Okay, I see. That's completely understandable. I would do the same. Right? Right? Period. Period, Sam. No, he couldn't do a damn thing. I don't think he would either. I think he, with everything that we talked about, I'm certain he was fucking shell shocked when you no longer, you know, have access to me. And because it was like, listen, basically with us two, he was like, if this does not work out, I am so done. I'm like, same bitch. But don't do me like that. That's so fucked. But then, you know, I'm bitching, not really necessarily bitching. I'm saying that it's high maintenance to cut someone off, or maybe it is. Maybe it's perceived as high maintenance to cut someone off after that. And there are like couples who don't talk to each other for like 2 days, 3 days, 4, 5, 6, whatever days. And I'm like, nah, absolutely not. I mean, I even cut someone off. I know I've told this story before somewhere on my YouTube. I even cut someone off that I was dating because he was passenger seat in his friend's car. I saw him in public. I must have been like 17. Saw him in public and waved at him and he didn't wave back. I'm like, so you're single now? Congrats, congrats. Yeah, yeah. Like he threw it in his mouth like a fucking cartoon character does with a balloon. No, that's how he nibbled the Newports, Riva? Or nor. But I don't know. But then, okay, so like another deal breaker in a relationship. Shit. I'm gonna say this because I feel like this is definitely not something now as an adult I would never turn down, honestly, because I just don't take relationships very seriously. Don't ask for a threesome in the first couple months. Don't do that. Why would you do that? We're brand new. We should be like rabbits, ho. The fuck? The fuck are you doing? But now, like, and when one of my relationships, there was one serious one that I kind of hold near and dear, but the other one, he had brought that up. And I think it was like the second month. And I'm like, hello? And back in the day when I had all these kind of like ideas of love and I was so like head up in the clouds, like just kind of deluded, I guess. Because that's kind of what happens. Like people have been conditioned to want like this fairy tale love. And I really hate to break it to you, my darlings. It does not play out like that. But I remember thinking like like him watching adult film was a no-no. And now I'm like, oh no, go, let your freak flag fly, bitch. Why should I give a damn? He threatened benefit of the doubt. Yeah. No, he looked at me. The guy in the car looked at me when I waved at him. There's nothing wrong with playing devil's advocate, Reba. I think that's like a healthy thing, actually. It's like useful. You should. It helps. You see multiple perspectives on things, you know? Let's not throw this fork away. I'm pretty certain I'm getting post-nasal drip. That's so annoying. Oops. But I'm trying to think of like another red flag, a dating red flag. Huh. I don't know, honestly. Like, there's so many. They have to pop up when they do. I remember deliberately, this other dude way long ago, I remember deliberately overlooking red flags. Like, how crazy is that? That's pretty nuts. I need this blanket to participate here, okay? Be a playing member. Playing teammate. It's a good thing, I think, but I can understand it being annoying or something. Yeah. Well, the other thing too is, and I was even, it's funny because like the piercer and I were talking about zodiac stuff, and I was like, yeah, I read tarot for people on a hotline. Who knew that even still existed? She's like, oh my God, I want my cards read. I should have given her my card. I was not even thinking. But we were talking about like, and I know you don't believe in the zodiac stuff, Reva, but based on literally everything like that has unfolded for me and how I am, I'm like I'm not even gonna front. I know one of my biggest flaws is that I can be very impulsive and just not like I'll cut a bitch the fuck off. I will cut someone off. You don't get to give your piece, explain your part. Absolutely not. Like it's really cold-hearted like that, cold-blooded like that. You feel me? Like I don't give a damn. I will. But I think that comes from like that, like impulsiveness. I don't know. Like it's really nothing to me at all. I can only think of an intimate deal breaker, and it's super self-specific, and it's if they look at me for too long. I fucking hate when someone looks down up. You know what? That I remember you mentioning that. Oh, Reva. But it doesn't. I mean, honestly, that is your answer, right? Like that makes sense for you. Whereas like someone might like me, I think it's the most intimate thing. I'm like, that's gorgeous. But I really do understand too, like how that can just be such a turnoff. Think of it like stage fright in a way, you know? So I get that. For me, it's like, that's part of the art of seduction. That's part of my love spell. I had this is gonna be really dirty. I have to figure out how to jump around it. Also, I said the C word in one of my previous lives, and now I need to find it so I can edit it out. I don't remember what one it was. Two sides of the coin. It might be impulsive, but it makes you immune to someone bullshitting. Exactly. Well, I could see through people's shit from a mile away. I just cut off another like long-term client not that long ago because he started bullshitting me, and I was preparing to get ready to do the service. Like I have to get my ring light ready and all that, and he just up and like blocked me, and I'm like, okay. Tried to come back today and the day before, and I'm like, nope, crickets. But even on a personal friendship level, it's the same. It's the same. You know? It's always been like that. Sorry, Sook. I don't know if you're still in the chat. I didn't respond to your snap. I know it's a slow night tonight, honestly, which is kind of a breath of fresh air. I kind of like that. Oh. And the C word was in the peanut butter biscuits. Oh. I'm going to look for it. I don't want to get in trouble. This heating pad feels so amazing. My fingers are staying nice and warm. But yeah. It could really be like that, bitch. Mob ties, ho. Like, nope, 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 nope. You don't get to explain yourself. And you don't get to bullshit me. Absolutely not. We all have quirks. The people that say they don't usually have the most. Exactly. They want to draw attention away from their quirks. I think I have quite a bit of fucking quirks. A quirky ass bitch. Oops, I also just realized. Huh. Okay. There we go. But relationships are tricky. Intimacy is tricky. Like, it's so weird. It's honestly so weird when I look back. Like, I don't know. I was such a different person in relationships in the sense that, like, who was I kidding? Like, where was this genuinely probably gonna go long term, you know? But I was young. And I like that I learned young, too. Truthfully. I'm also living for the lesbian lore of Agatha. So that show was phenomenal. Hate to admit, because in the middle of it, I was like, I hate this. This is so dumb. She's just gonna fucking fall in the bog and not come back. But obviously, that's not how that worked. And I don't know, there's a dynamic in it, and I'm like, oh, that's gorge. That's actually super fucking sweet. Even though I'm not a softie for love. I mean, I guess I kind of a little bit am because of tarot. But meh. Halloween did not feel like Halloween at all. I feel like. Like, what was that? I think learning the fundamentals in the beginning is helpful, but you're always learning. Yeah. Yep, with every one person. And I think that's like the trial and error and of love, like figuring it all out. You learn so much in relationships about yourself and others. I feel like dating relationships would bring out the worst in me, especially as a yep. Same. And I'm like, who was I really fooling here, you know? But that's not to say that, you know, you sound like you're in the belly of an eldritch beast. What does that mean? That's not to say that I want to deter anyone else from dating, you know? You have to experience it to know. This is such a good candle. Like, I can smell it from here. Michael's does not disappoint with their candles. However, I don't know. I like the idea more of situationships rather than serious long-term relationships. That does not do anything for me. Absolutely not. Dating as a teen made me associate comfort and ephemeral happiness with sexually pleasing my... Yeah. And that had been the most debilitating thing I've ever known. Same. Honestly, I don't even know where my head was at when I was younger doing shit. Like, mm-mm. No. Should have been paid for all of that I was doing. I was doing too damn much. I need it. I'm going to clock this. I need to get a new battery for this. And I also am wondering how to change Michael Kors watch batteries. Is there a certain way to do it? Should I go in and get it changed? I don't know. I feel like there was a service, or I had called at one point about watches, and this one place close to me was like, yeah, we don't do anything with watches. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool, thanks. But this, okay, seriously, this would be giving such old money, like you said, Sam. Or at least like, what? Oh my gosh. Wow. Cool. Someone must have been. That is so cool. I have to, y'all, that's crazy. If anyone has used my Firmu link, I appreciate you more than you know. Like, thank you. That is so sweet of you, for one. For two, more stuff coming with Firmu glasses. But this would be giving such old money if I didn't have, like, I put this on, I'm like, okay, this has to be, it kind of does look gold, but it's rose gold. So if this wasn't rose gold and it was gold, this would be so fucking Casino Royale, this combination, the brown mink and the, I'm pretty sure this part is mink, and then the collar is fox. I'm almost certain. But if this were gold, it would be giving like very Casino Royale, fucking like James Bond type shit. Like, I don't know, this would be so giving, the brown and the gold. I'm for it. I got an email of like from the glasses company, and it was like a little thingy, like a little commission thing. I'm like, that is so fucking dope. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Like, oh my gosh. Do you think trans individuals have a disadvantage in dating due to the entire concept of yes, yes, yes? Not only is is fetishizing working, and this is something I really wanted to touch on and do a video about, considering the atmosphere surrounding trans people. It's so fucked what I'm about to say. But I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm not. But if you are going to be dating around, you better be utilizing the fact that you are so fetishized to your advantage. That's the reason why. Genuinely, when I was younger and I was on these dating apps and stuff, I'm telling you, I had no clue, to be fair, like why escorting was so intermingled with it, like why it was so in tandem, until I knew, right? Like, so I'm not suggesting everyone go do that, but just get something out of it, out of the dating. If you know you're only going to be looked at as you know, something of pleasure, and I'm not saying that that's going to be the constant, but it's probably more than you'd assume. I'm not saying every single person will fetishize you, but probably more than you probably would guess. So I do think, good Jesse, but I do think they're at a disadvantage 100% in the dating realm. And that's why I'm telling you, if you guys were to have interacted with me as 18, 19, you know, you would have seen or heard different things from me in terms of trans dating. I'm telling you 100%. Like, I was really about finding my partner, finding my love, right? And boy, howdy, did I get fucked over so many times. More times than I can count on two hands. So it wasn't until I started to utilize the fact that I am who I am, that I kind of saw things for exactly what they were. That's it. So, but that honestly, I feel like is with straight identified trans women. I can't speak obviously for trans men, you know. I like to eat glass, period. A glass full of glass. I was with a trans girl once, genuinely. And Reva, did you fetishize her? I highly doubt it. I don't picture you being the type, you know? So I feel like you kind of know the other side of it, that flip side of it, like just genuinely having an authentic kind of connection, possibly. Maybe that's presumptuous. I don't know how it played out. But you know what I mean? Like, so it's not to say that there aren't people out there who would appreciate someone who is trans like that. But it's all flooded with, you know, the opposite. You have to sort it out. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. And it's funny because my two exes that were so serious, I never found on a trans dating site. One I knew of because I knew their cousin, and then the other one was on some other, like, Facebook or some shit. So it wasn't really because of the trans dating sites. Oh no, Jesse, I've given up a long time ago, but also it's not really necessarily giving up because I do still enjoy dating, but I don't date to find a relationship. That's not fun to me. I don't think I did. I mean, if I had to pinpoint when I, heavy quotes, fetishized, were saying that I was attracted to her womanly feature. No, 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 no. You would, I feel like, even like now, the fact that you are who you are with romantically shows that you didn't fetishize her, because there's certain tells, you know. And I think perpetually trying to pursue for sexual needs is a big tell. Jesse, you probably do. No, but like, I'm of the notion of why not just have fun? There's another, that sounds like a gunshot again. Like, who's shooting off guns, bitch? I need me one. We were talking about that in the group chat. I hate dating sites. Most aren't as popular anymore, but anything long term, no way. Yeah. Yeah, and then you're also met with the fact that no one wants to make the first move, you know what I mean? No one initiates in this day and age, and people are very closed off in terms of like their day-to-day business and what they do, and it's not the same as like stopping someone and asking them out on a date, right? So, yeah. I met some very interesting people that way. I fucking hate, capital bolded hate, when people call trans girls failed men as like a sexual thing. It's not my place to offend, but even if, it's just so slimy thing to say. These are very, yeah, no, but also too, you know what I've noticed as well, and I think again this plays into how some men view women in general. I've come to find that when this is how you know a man is fetishizing a trans woman, the moment they mention maybe other trans women or themselves in like going through with the SRS, the sexual reassignment surgery, the moment you mention, they are disgusted. They're like, ugh, why would anyone do that? I had someone verbatim say, oh, if I wanted that, I'd just go for a woman. That's how you know what I mean? Their viewpoint in general on trans women. Now, did I make $250 off that fucker? Yeah, damn right I did. But if it were if it were in a different capacity of like dating someone and they would say that, I mean, that would, I know if I wasn't the person I was, that would throw such a huge dent in it, you know? So I really do feel for the young trans people who are navigating dating. Holy shit. I was there, didn't love it. But it seems now even more so. It's crazy. So yeah, the whole failed men thing and the, ugh, why would I want that? It's just so stupid. These people are stupid. I want a burrito. A burrito sounds lovely, but I just had fruit, nuts, and cheese. I don't need a burrito, but it would be lovely. And all the taquerias are closed anyways. I'm trying to think of what else. Like, what other instances in terms of dating? The, I think another indication of being fetishized is, for example, we need taquitos. Yum, that sounds so good. Or the fucking flautas. Yum, yum, get you some. Are you quoting Dan O? Who is that? Is that the one guy who's in Costco always like eating? The one you send us, Riva? With his young son, I think it is. I thought so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh wait, no, that's, you're literally talking about, okay. But another like telltale one is when I feel like they don't think you're entitled to kind of like, especially if it's at a dating level, they don't feel entitled to tell you their kind of like dating situation. No, that is AJ and Big Justice, and they big on my justice till my chicken is baked. Oh no. Reva. The Rizzler. Oh shit. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. Met up with this guy, thought things were going really cool. We would go on runs together because he was very athletic and like, oh, he's just gorge. Honestly, he was lovely. He was a manager at some store, but like a district manager. So he would go around all these places. And I remember one night we were getting kind of like intimate in public, actually. This was like it's kind of crazy, but again, I don't, the whole car play stuff is stupid. I don't do that shit. And then it wasn't until after all of that did he feel the need to tell me that he had a partner, that he had a girlfriend, I think. So, do you know me as the Rizzler? I'm the panther dressed in black. When I show your girl the Riz face, there's no chance she is coming back. Oh, Riva. You and your Riz. Riva the Rizzler. Riva's really rizzing. Oh, Riva. So that's another example. I don't know. It's just kind of nuts. Dating is nuts, and I'd rather just have late night fun than, you know, anything serious. It's a no-no for me. I'm really excited though because, again, closer to my birthday, me and Banana P are going to Cheesecake Factory, but also me and my aunts are going to do our thing and go thrifting. And that's yet another vlog closer to my birthday, the 25th. It's common courtesy to say that because I'm sure some people would still go with it, but I don't, but don't drag people into your, Yeah, and then but that's kind of what I'm getting at is like because you're only looked at as like a sexual thing, they don't feel like they need to tell you that, you know. I still think about my girl in Riztastic. Riztastic Riva. Oh my gosh. Riva, does Haley know about our group chat and your friendships you've made along the way? She probably has no input about it, and it's like, okay. At least that's what I would imagine. But despite it being a wicked world, just don't be, you know. Most trans couples I've seen is usually trans lesbians, not straight. Yeah. And I can't obviously speak to that, but I would hope that it's better on that side of the field. You know what I mean? I'm sure it probably is, and good for them, you know? I think that's wonderful. I've told her, and she mostly goes, "That is cool." Exactly like that, verbatim. I figured as much. TF to TF, I'm assuming. Yeah, Jesse, is it trans femme, like trans woman with trans woman? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, 100%. No, 100%. Just at a different level, or like it's not as nearly as crass. I feel like TF and F is still just as sexualized as TF and M. Is it really? I honestly don't know. I will say from what I've seen online, and I'm not giving my 2 cents on this because it's not my fight, but the whole movement of like, you know, the trans women, trans lesbians, almost, I don't even know how to say, but like the disconnect, like it's like they're not, I don't know. I don't even know. Like some, I don't even know. There's a whole discourse. Feel TF and M is more sexualized, especially on dating apps, 100%. Excuse me, Jelly. Jelly, that is not your role. That is not your role. You're supposed to play live stream prick number 6. So get in line, okay? That's not your role. Know your role. Yeah, you wouldn't believe the amount of, like, to put it nicely, humiliation of trans women, cis women care to do. It's very strange. And I think that kind of bleeds into the whole, like, trans lesbian thing. There's so much discourse surrounding it. And I don't know. It's unfortunate that, I don't know, things don't play out. And I don't know. I don't even know. It's not my fight. I'm like, I don't really want to get in that territory because, again, it's not my fight. TF and M is definitely more sexualized, but TF and W are definitely pull a candle. Like, that they have their own kind of complex stuff. And I think that's kind of what I see a lot play out online, you know? Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I don't know. There's always going to be someone out there who is, I don't know, compatible, I guess, with you and meet your needs to some extent. Not me, though. That's multiple different people. I'm not speaking coherently. What did you mean to say? It's just rocky. What if I was surrounded by plants around here? Like, that would be so cool. I'm kind of feeling it because the way that this is, like, it's like a little bistro set. I don't think I've even shown it. I should show it on... Oh, it actually I did do a clip, I think, of the vlog that's going to come up. But, you know. Not available on a romantic level because I don't like the idea of serious romance. I'm available on every other level. Do you think it is inherently wrong to have a fetish for trans people? No, but I do think you should be paying instead of, I guess, yeah, you should most certainly be like, maybe that sounds controversial too, but instead of being like of intertwining, or I guess like convincing or trying to sell someone of something that's bullshit. Like, okay, picture this. Someone with a fetish deliberately only wants a sexual encounter with a trans woman. So they pretend to be in love. They pretend to romanticize. They pretend all these things until they get that thing, and then they bounce. Like, that's when it's like, nah. But if they're paying for what they want, and that's what they want to experience it, why not? Or if there's a general understanding of it's just this, sure. Miss Exotica, Poison Ivy cosplay. That would be kind of cool, actually. Wrong, no. Mindful, yes. Exactly. You gotta be mindful. Trans women charge more than cis women on escort. I mean, I think that if you were to pay a trans individual after sex, it would come off as offensive. Yeah. But I mean, like, if you go into it knowing, but even think about other fetishes. Think about other fetishes and how if someone wants to explore it, sure, you can find someone if you go into it full communication and full, like, understanding that it is what it is, or you pay to explore, right? They got apps for that. Well, not apps, but sites. I don't think they have any escorting apps. But that's true too, Sam. I remember there was someone on here that was saying, it was a gay male in New York who was like super, I miss him. I miss his videos. He was so snappy and just sharp and chic and stylish. He was on it. But I remember him doing this story time of like hooking up with this older gay New York man. And after the encounter, he's like, pulls out on his bedside table a wad of cash and was like, thank you, you know, for insinuating. He was insinuating he was, hi Zella, insinuating that he was an escort. Know about Uber. Trust me, bro, it's all varying degrees of shallow. Yeah. Yep. That's why I won't dabble in that anymore either. To a degree. Like, I'm not on sites trying to pitch myself. I don't have an advert up. I don't have anything like that. You know. Damn, this is so good. You know what? A heating pad in what? 44 degree weather? 48 degree weather? Perfect. I'm loving. Oh, don't. We are good, Zella. You guys realize you don't. You can be as late as you want. I'm the one who needs to apologize when I'm late. Exactly. I have my own battles with how morality ties into fetishes. Yeah, I'm like, actually, I just talked to somebody who has, you know, nail fetish, and that was interesting. I'm really, like, to me, honestly, if it doesn't cause harm, okay, you know, but especially if I'm being paid for it. This is on the hotline. So, then I've had my fair share of encounters in real life of that too, of like helping someone explore. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's honestly lovely. But again, is that an owl or a bat? Again, you have to kind of go into it knowing. She's not an escort, she's engaged. I love that. I love, oh, I love that. I have my own, oh wait. Oh, okay. I just want to be a fabulous performer who's an influencer, not. Yes, period. You gotta go for that, Sella. If I'm naughty, my irrational first instinct is to cleave my arm. Period. Nail fetish usually hear about the foot. Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, I was not. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's so cool, you know? Like, okay. Um, I've been with a couple people with feet fetishes. And to me, because again, I don't find feet sexual at all, to me, like, I find it endearing in a way. To me, it's endearing because there's something that I'm viewing as a non-sexual part being kind of worshipped, you know? Straight identified men are attracted to femboys also. Everyone's attracted to damn everything. I have such a love-hate relationship with femboys. It's so strange. Riva wants to dom a femboy. Maybe. Just kidding. I don't want to assume. I could picture you having a femboy on a leash and collar, truthfully. Riva. But you know what? Whatever floats anyone with boats. Who gives a damn? Me, I've been attracted to like so many different kind of calibers, you know? But I would be lying if I said I didn't have an initial type in the beginning, 100%. When I was discovering myself, that sexual side, it was cholos all the way. That was my two exes were, there was another fucker who I would, like, legitimately, he swiped some stuff for me. There was another motherfucker who was like, I'm pretty sure a tweaker with baby mama drama. Like, if I said his name right now, it'd be hilarious. Not his name, but his nickname, what they would call him. It would be kind of funny because it was so suiting. Like, it was so fitting. Not to out, I'm just saying. His nickname on the streets was so comical. But now, it's like, anyone I find attraction towards. Whoever does it for me. I've been, like, enthralled by the most average looking dudes. A cholo is like a Latino Mexican gangster. I like boys who, oh my gosh, who on they senior movers type shit. That's funny. Certain Asian femboys are very cute. 100%. That's so strange because I had a short cholo Chicano obsession. Not that I felt inclined to partake, but just the men I saw in the culture. The whole machista shit, the machismo stuff is funny because it's funny. And I'm not saying all, of course, I would never say all, but like it's just a lot of the street hustlers really don't give a shit, some of them. They're fluid, they're bi, they're everything. sex work and massage parlors. I knew of a guy who I had a fling with actually from high school, who who found this like hole in the wall parlor. I think as long as it's all legitimate, but see, that's the problem too, is like, obviously if you know what is outlawed in the state, it is a problem because it's like there's too many like things that can kind of go under the radar. It's tough. It's tough. The massage parlors, you know, it's tough. But yeah, I don't know whether to like say I agree or disagree with them. I just think like it's tactical. It's kind of smart, if I'm honest. But if there's any sort of like shady shit going on, absolutely not. I dated one man in my life, and that was that man was Ro. Is Ro a guy cat or a girl cat? I say I just want a goddamn massage. Stop touching my no-no square. California, Texas has the finest cholos. Swear, Texas ones are built different. Ooh. I had a webcam client from Texas, from Tejas, and he was like cholo. And he was gorgeous. He was lovely. As a matter of fact, he could have gotten it for free, but he didn't. Just kidding. It's also fun to say Ro. Oh, Ro is actually... Oh, that's so cute. That's a cute kitty name. I follow this one girl who has a cute little... I think it's like a... I don't know what it is. Something like... pug? Bulldog? Not a bulldog. It may be a bulldog. I don't know, but it's so cute, and her name is Nami, and like the way she dresses it up, and I don't know, like cute pink frilly things, so cute. He coughed up the coin, sexy or not, period, and that was substantial. That was lovely. I think he still follows me. Gorgeous man. But yeah, no. The street hustlers are no good. They're no good in the long haul for anything serious. Nope. But for some D, abso-fucking-lutely. Are you joking me? Me watching in horror as the man I spent 6 hours shacking with provides me one singular English shilling and a lone hay penny. Not a shilling. No. The one I had was so fucking shitty and selfish. Can't be the selfish type. Abso-fucking-lutely not. That's not gonna fly. And I'd rather have that than nothing, girl. True. True, Reva. Give me the shilling and the hay penny. But the street hustlers are only good for good dick. And that's it. This one motherfucker too, dude. Like there's been one, and he was the one where like it was almost at that level of like feeling as good as when I was in love. My most serious relationship. He gave it, that was phenomenal. And I made some good coin off of his stuff too, because I mean, we got it on film. So, hi Dee Dee. Here I am once again in 44-degree weather, talking about extremely intimate acts. I want him again, low-key. He's somewhere. I don't know where he is. He creeps up sometimes. But I'm also very stubborn. So I wish I were Vro. Should we show people Vro? Let's show Vro. We need to show Vro. Here. I think Ro is like superior to the AI cats. Can I just say? Oh, Dee Dee, you can always subscribe. Subscribe and then you'll see when I go live. Here, let me show Ro. Here's Ro. Wait, not the Hawk 2 one. Absolutely not. Don't bring Ro into the Hawk 2. I'm looking for Ro throughout all of this mishmash. Oh, you are? Okay, good, good, good. Yes, I did, but I mean, I just wear different wigs for different days, honestly. Looking for Ro. Where is Ro? Here is Ro. Cute little Ro. Hi, Ro. What are you doing? Oh, wait. Ro is a ghost. Let's see the other ones. Look at how... Wait, but I want her with the lashes on. Where's her with the lashes? Here! She's so precious. She's getting her nails clipped. Look at her with the lashes. She's a precious girl. So cute. So, so cute. So that's Ro. In case you didn't know. Wizard Kitties versus Ro Deathmatch. The Wizard Kitties have the Blicky. Don't bring the Blicky to a cat fight, Revat. Or Nord Revar. I wish straight male escorts for women was a thing. What do you mean? That is a thing. Sweetheart, that is very much a thing. I'm certain. Ba, 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 ba. Right? That's Vro, the kitty Vro. Are male genitals masculine or feminine in nature? You know what's interesting is... I don't want to get too dirty on here. Orion is out. Is it Orion's belt? Right now I can't see anything because of the ring light, but... However, Ro is very stylish. Hang on. I need to answer this. Give me a sec, guys. freezing, freezing, freezing cold. It's so cold. Holy hell, it is cold. Am I muted? No. Okay. Wait, where did? Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay, you guys. Sorry, sorry, sorry. But look, this heating pad. Love. Lovely. I wanted to show off what Banana P bought me for my birthday. So for my Patreon, I do these newsletters, and I guess this would really come in clutch for the personal letters too, but I don't know if I want to do stickers on, excuse me, on that, or if I want to, I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. I'm trying to get this sticker off. Yay, it worked. There. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. What I miss y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oops. Wait. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about male escorts. I should buy a bunt pan. Monkey bread sounds so good. Riva, do it. I like to watch my men work shirtless in a field while I sip lemonade and gaze longingly. Look, I have a Carl's Jr. cookie from the other day. Mm-hmm. How's my hardworking man supposed to get nice and sweaty? Riva. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Off drinking oil. Mm-hmm. Oh, I heard that, Tasha. I don't know if you're still in your Outer Banks. You guys are so sweet. Harass her about egg sandwiches. The neighbors are laughing. Yes. Oh, I love that. Love Pirates of the Caribbean. You guys are so kind. Tasha, you are so sweet. I'll remember my day ones forever, forever. I don't know what they're doing, but said you didn't want to get dirty on here. Please say what you're gonna say. Spill it. I don't remember now. I don't remember actually. So this is what Banana P bought me for my birthday. Again, we always do our traditional Cheesecake Factory thing, but she bought me this, and this was, I remember, you guys, I showed off another sticker book like this. I've been using it for my Patreon newsletters, and it's wonderful. I love what's in here. So there's a continuation, another one. Like, it's so weird. Like, there's mandala things that you can like put stickers on. They're just so cool. So these ones, I notice, kind of, they're similar in the sense that some of them look very vintage and others are like, I don't know, so cool. So cool. There's like, it almost looks like some sort of field researcher's notes or something, like very botanical. There's one page that has nothing but jewels. There's like swords. So this comes in handy, so good for my Patreon. I was like, thank you. Like, how weird is that? So awesome, though. But this is very kind of like a continuation of, see, these are all gems. I love that. There's more gems. But there's just kind of, and flowers. Very much, and these are the mandala things, I think. It's like you can make your own. It's so cool. They, I think they rip out. Do they rip out? I don't know. No, maybe not. But you just do your stickers like that, and on the back it shows too what the idea is that you kind of like make your own little designs. But I do my Patreon newsletters that way. So I don't know, I love. I was like day 3, I think I kind of just showed up low-key. Yeah, well, and I love the talk of eggs. It was fabulous. My, have we progressed since then to wonderful friends. And I love that we've like, I don't know, I just never expected this. I never expected this. So for it to turn into it, I mean, I don't know, I'm optimistic with how things are going and who I've met along the way, you know. Fucking phenomenal. And I don't know where my YouTube's going, honestly, but I don't fucking know. Oh. This heating pad works wonders. I can't say that I do. I do not. I should clean up my mess around here, huh? But, what I also noticed about these, though, a little bit of a complaint about at least the other ones. I don't know about this one yet. The other stickers in that big book had a little bit of a hard time sticking, like the corners would come up. So what I would do is use a glue stick, and that seems to work perfectly. I love the Halloween one. The other one had a really good Halloween one too. I hate that October played out the way that it did, honestly. I really do. I wish it would have been way more eventful, but oh well. Hi, good, D-Train. How are you doing? Oops. Reminds me and my bit used to pretend to be together since one of her friends kept calling us lesbos. You're like, I'll show you. Do you like it, Tasha? Honestly, I'm so impressed. Like, I love that stickers like this, like the vintage looking stickers, are so available. Like, I didn't know you could just go out and get them. This is a very Etsy thing, you know? But it's called Antiquarian Sticker Book Mandala. The other one was like something else. They had a different name. But it was still antiquarian sticker book, but it was called something else. And I'm enthusiastic about it. So here's to the continuation of my Patreon newsletters. I know, right? Right, Angelique? Right, Reva? Hi, Brianna. Thank you. Do you like it? It's my November hair. And then December will be something different. But seeing as I kind of botched the silver hair, even though that was like a blend and I didn't think it was, this came in clutch. It did not disappoint. At first I was overthinking it and was like, oh my gosh, this doesn't even straighten. But with the proper technique, it did. Banana P was like, I like it way better curled. I'm like, I like it way better when you're not a bitch. And she's like, so never? I'm like, yeah, never, because you're always a bitch. I'm pretty sure we had that convo in the antique store today. Sorry, hang on. However, right? My Cooper so sly. What is that? I'm a trans woman as well and debating on bottom surgery. What do you think? I would suggest to think over it thoroughly. And think over it thoroughly. I mean, I'm sure you probably heard write a pros and cons list, but also get a feel for, and I'm not saying like go online and look at people talk about it necessarily. I would try and navigate that carefully because I do feel like, and this might again ruffle feathers, and I'm not trying for it to, but in terms of the way people talk about stuff online in general, not even just about surgery, but just in general, you don't know whether someone's glamorizing it or not. I will say from my own personal experience, I had a best friend who had the bottom surgery and was enthusiastic about it, like loved the results. But that's her journey, right? So it's takes a lot of soul searching, I think, and a lot of like picking what is your answer and what is not. So give it thorough thought. Don't act on impulse, you know? Where did this year go? I can't believe it's almost over. I know. My birthday's in approximately, it's going to be 16 days actually and 45 minutes. And honestly, I've been slacking, but also not really. Like work has been kind of slow. So there's that, but I'm just going to try and persevere and work some different angles, I think. Cuz I want birthday money. I want to do birthday shit. You feel me? Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, shit. Lots of, it is risky to a degree, yes. Well, in the sense of like what I hear from it now is like if you don't go to the right person, you have to get a revision. Like it's almost inevitable. So that's upsetting, right? Like, but it all depends. And do your research about like who, right? And your surgeons in your area, but also scheduling a consultation just to get a feel for it, just to get like a sense of like your questions answered doesn't mean you necessarily have to follow through with anything. You're just getting a consultation, right? So I find it so like weird that my flatmate just talks to my sleeping flatmate until she wakes up and then forces her in a conversation. That would piss me off royally. One thing about me, I hate being woken up. It pisses me off. So just to be in a conversation, to be woken up and then be forced into a conversation, oh no. My partner keeps telling me to get it done, so I think I should, but I don't know. See, and then that's the other thing too, is like, for the sake of, you know, someone else is not ever a reason to follow through with something so invasive, right? It's a very big surgery. It's irreversible. And when you're influenced by someone, like, but believe me, trust me, I've been there, like, to a degree. Only because, like, I dated one man, one of my very serious relationships. He had no idea I was trans. And this was during a time in my life where I was like, there's no questions asked. As soon as I'm 18, I'm getting the surgery. And then life unfolded and I got to explore and, you know, figure stuff out, like really figure it out. So to feel in a way somewhat like not pushed or influenced, but like that's a reason. Don't ever think that that's a reason. It's all about you. It's all about your own personal autonomy. November 25th, yes. Yes. Yes, sometimes it does. There was one year I remember it did. I was like so stoked because we got turkey and cake. Like, are you kidding? It's your body at the end of the day. Exactly. Use or do things that you want for yourself. Yes. If you don't mind you asking, did you get it done or plan on getting it done? I have not had a single surgery. And I would be lying if I said that in certain circumstances in my adulthood that I was like, well, you know, what if, what if, what if? But I'm still like, the scales aren't tipped, you know, like I'm still like, nah. One big factor does have to do with fear of surgery. I'd say that is like a big factor. But the other thing is too, is like, I learned to love what I have, but obviously that's not everyone's answer. So that shouldn't be like, again, any sort of factor. But it took a relationship of like exploration to discover what I had was not a bad thing for me personally, my own custom fit. But in certain circumstances, like for example, flying, I had never flown as an adult, honestly. I did fly once when I was young, but that was pre-transition, but like I was worried because of all the things that you see online, like what if I'm taken over here because they think I'm carrying something or yada yada. But I went through airport security just fine, and that no longer became a fear factor of mine, right? And of course, different airports will be different, but you know, you just handle it then, right? And then the other factor, the other thing that was like, I know that if I had the surgery, it would be this would not even be an issue, is in a hospital, in an ER. And I was in an ER. And as a matter of fact, not only was everyone there super understanding and awesome, but like when the one guy was handing me my release papers, he's like, I just needed to, because I told them all I was trans, obviously. He's like, I just needed to let you know you are awfully gorgeous. Like you're gorgeous. I was like, thank you. And I was already crying because we were there for 8 hours. Long story short, there was nothing wrong with me, but I was put through all these damn tests. So that was a big thing where I was like, if I had the surgery, I wouldn't have to be worried. And that's not actually necessarily true because my one, you might just stick to tucking. Hey, you know what? It's all dependent on how it coexists with you, you know? My one friend that had the surgery, she had issues in the hospital post-op. I think there was something that she had to address with it or something, and they didn't know what to do. They were so stumped because they had never dealt with anything like that. So again, it's like all these different factors have to be considered, you know. I've seen results look gorgeous. I've seen results legitimately look so good. And then again, like there was that one cam model on here. I remember I was following her and I looked on my YouTube studio at one point, and the reason why a portion of this traffic that I had in this increment of time, people had found me was because of her channel. I was like, that is so dope. But she is, I believe, still a cam model who got the surgery, and it was, there was like a lot of complications in the beginning. There was so much, so she had to have a revision, and then after the revision, she said everything was crystal clear and it like functioned the way she wanted it. So it's a lot about where you go to, you know, the surgeons. I hear nothing but good things about Thailand. I know of a girl who went to Thailand to get hers, and was completely satisfied. But again, like that's coin. But she was a coin girl. She was you know, she was about that life. So it all depends. There's so many things to be thought about, you know. Sorry. But yeah, the only thing I've ever had done, or only things rather, is cheek filler and lip filler and Botox, a little bit of Botox. So, yeah. I just seen this guy do a vlog of getting, apparently he had silicone injected into his lips. I'm like, are you serious? And so he did a vlog of him getting it removed. I was like, damn. Why would you do that? I mean, silicone anywhere for crying out loud, but damn. Ooh. Oh, I haven't had any surgery, Dee. I haven't had a single surge. Not one. I found my girlfriend in the kitchen eating a brick of cheddar cheese like a fucking churro. Oh my. Not a churro, a cheddar churro. That actually sounds horrendous. You know what I saw? Is Subway has Subway has these you know how they're doing foot-long cookies, foot-long churro, foot-long pretzel? They have this like holiday brownie foot-long. Like, what are you guys doing? The pretzel one I would probably get, only because it's pretzel, and where else can you get that? Genuinely. There's like a Auntie May's or whatever, or Cinnabon or something somewhere, but like I would have to go out of my way for that. Not the hiccups. I need that foot-long gingerbread. Well, thank you, Dee Dee. If trans women either don't want it played with or get SRS, then I'll just stick to being alone. See, that's the other problem too, is like Dysphoria is a biatch. Little Caesars has those Cinnabon brownies. Oh. No, sweetie, I haven't had a single surgery. These are all natural. They're from hormones and tea blocker. Have you ever been on a blind... And I transitioned when I was 12. Have you ever been on a blind date? And if so, how did it go? I've never. It would be very interesting. Oh my gosh, you guys, we'll do a series. Maybe we should pitch this to somebody. We'll do a series of me going on blind dates. That should be a TV show. Why don't I have... I need connects. It would be a fucking... I don't know what it would be if I were to go on a blind date. Because honestly, my face would reveal it all. I went on a blind date once. It was pretty hard to get to order considering I was blindfolded all throughout, but he seemed okay. A literal blind date. Oh. You would live for that? Imagine. Thank you, Dee Dee. It was a process, but honestly, like, the trials and tribulations came after. It really feels. I mean, not to say that everything was smooth sailing beforehand, but it really felt like I endured some crazy shit, like, afterwards, after the transition part, you know? But that is life, right? It's unpredictable. What am I looking up? A blindfolded date? Wasn't there... Well, there was Next. Do you guys remember Next? That show? Where if they didn't like the person, they would just be like, next! And they'd come off the bus. And then there was Date My Parent, or Date My Mom, or Date My Whoever. I can't remember. Where the parent would go on a date first. Thank you, Benjamin. No, spamming, thanks. You would go on the date with the parent, but then the people would be like behind the scenes, right? But then there was another one. What was it, like roommates or something? There was another one, I feel like, where they were roommates or something. I don't remember. And they were going through their... I don't remember. Date My Mom. Some dude got next in 3 seconds. Yes. Am I comfortable in my own skin? 100%. I'm like... It's not even like a question anymore. Like, when I first was coming to terms with everything, like before transition, when I really was kind of like, why? First of all, I was being perceived as a girl before transition even was a thought, right? And I felt so misplaced. And I'd say that would be the most uncomfortable time I've ever felt like I wasn't comfortable in my skin. It was like when I was really trying to get to the root of it. And then after transition, aside from getting stripped away from the whole gangbanging shit and like hanging around stupid idiots, because of course, like when that is your identity, that's your identity. You don't really know anything else. And that's a different thing. That's not really dysphoria. That's just kind of like, okay, well, like where to go from here. There's not ever been a time where I felt like out of place or like not set in my skin or like I'm not who I am. You know what I mean? Ferrothorn. Oh my God. Let me see. Room Raiders. Hi, Norma. How are you? How is your Friday night? Let me see. forgot how to spell it. F-E. No, Riva, that's a damn Pokemon. That looks like a damn spaceship Pokemon. I don't know why I thought it was going to be some sort of bodybuilder. What? Riva, what are you doing? Yes, it was stupid, Dee Dee. It was so dumb. And I remember like the OG, my OG. She was something. I have story times kind of including her on my channel, but I remember her being like the first night I met her, she's like, "What do you have a death wish? Like what the fuck?" And it was all crazy from then on. But that was crazy. But that was probably like freshman year of high school to 19 was when 19, the last, what really sealed it was getting detained by the county sheriffs was when I was like, this ain't for me, bitch. And I have a story time on that too on my channel under the story time playlist. I believe it's like young trans teen gets arrested or whatever. Magnet pull, magnezone, and ferrothorn make every night. Not Riva with crazy. Gym bros. I love all kind of men. They're so silly to me. How did I get out? I wasn't necessarily in a clique, but I was like tied with these two. They were women. I was young. I was a teen and they were like in their 20s. But it was, I mean, it wasn't necessarily smooth sailing leaving that scene. There was one person in particular who I was fucking mad cool with for so long, and she flopped on me. She turned. She turned on me and tried to get this whole gang, this actual known gang, she tried to get them against me. And half of them were like, wait a minute, we know her because of her cousin. And then the other half were like, fuck it, we're out for blood, bitch. And I didn't see not one of them, not one. So, but it was still awful. There's so many fucking Facebook posts made about me. It wasn't even funny. But I was untouched. It's your mom, Mike. It's your mom. Have you ever had female trap? Oh yeah. Oh yes. I have. I've been in, yes, but I don't condone anything like that. But I mean, I've got my ass handed to me a fair share, absolutely. But that was all teenage shit. And yeah, lots of that. And the trans thing didn't even play a role in it because they were like, I just don't fucking like you. Or it was like dumb, stupid shit. Oh my God. Like, I remember being in the middle of, I don't remember if it was Fillmore or like, I'm pretty sure it was near the Strip in San Fran. Broadway. It was near Broadway. And again, because I was so tied to this woman who's now gone, she's not, she died. I had to do pretty much what she said. That was like the whole thing. Honestly, it was almost like, I don't want to say, but it was just like conditioning in a way. She taught me so much though. I will say like everything that I know about like navigating shit is because of her. Like, so I do owe it to her, but there was some flaws in that friendship for sure. But I remember her saying like we were waiting in line to get to this, it was this market, but you couldn't go inside. And I believe it's either on, it's by Broadway. You couldn't go inside the little Chevron or something. And someone had to come to the window and attend you or whatever. Like they had to like slip it through because I'm assuming they had a bunch of robberies. So they slipped it through the thing. And I remember the woman that was like behind us or something, said something in terms of like a sports team. This is so dumb, but again, this is what it was. And that sports team was not, either side would wear different sport teams, right? But she said some comment, and I remember it being so bad. Like, that was awful. But the OG gave no fucks, and she was like, bitch. And I think we like kicked in her, she did something to her car, the woman's, what do you call that? Tail light. Why couldn't I think of that? Um, she broke it. It was so crazy. And then this other guy like kidnapped one of our friends. We were going up and down, and near the water of San Fran, I don't know wherever the ferry docks, we got her back and we were getting away, and she handed me a glass bottle and I chucked it at the car, and that obviously stopped them from pursuing us further. But it was just so awful. Mind you, these were grown adults and I was a teen in high school. And I would always sneak out. I remember sneaking out of my bedroom window. I had a chair at the bottom of it, and we would just sneak off and go to the city. It was awful. My mom had no clue up until my aunt slipped, and my aunt knew. And I know that's awful, but she knew. She knew I was off doing hoodlum shit. Why is having a preference being seen as being a chaser or a fetish? Well, I think like it's one thing to have a preference, but it depends all entirely in how you treat that person, you know? I know that, but some trans girls don't see it that way. Probably because they're like muttering the same shit they see online. Could be that. There is a distinct difference. A ferry is a nice little kind of boat. It's how is it structured? Let me show you a picture. They do this, in San Francisco. They do it where you can take the ferry in, and it will dock right by the baseball field. Okay. A ferry boat. It's structured kind of differently, I believe, than like your average boat. Well, at least this one is. This is kind of what you see in San Fran. Like that. That's a ferry. And they have like, it's like this whole thing. You get to go to and from the game and that. But it was just nuts, and honestly, I'm like, I wonder still kind of where, because it was two girls. It was my OG, who is again, like, she was in her, I'm sure she was in her 20s when I was like 16. And then it was our other friend who is like, I think even older than that. And her mom was crazy. Her brother was crazy. Her brother was fine. And so my OG was staying with her. And still I wonder, I'm like, I wonder where the fuck that lady is nowadays. Probably stuck at doing the same shit. And she was smart enough to kind of set it out. Set out, like, sometimes she didn't want to get involved. So it would just be me and her gallivanting away, trapped in fucking Richmond at 3 a.m. on the wrong side. It was just nuts. Nuts. So I hope she's good. I don't know. Crazy shit. What they were doing with a 16-year-old, I don't, your guess is as good as mine. That was crazy. But yeah, never been there. You've never been to San Fran? It's got its pros and it's got its cons. That's for damn sure. I do kind of miss it though. I want to go to this, I believe it's a Japanese garden, I think. And it's gorgeous. I want to go this month. I want to go. It's so pretty. And I don't know if they do any sort of like restaurant service, if there's any food or anything, but to drink tea in like a Japanese garden, I need to go. And I want to go to the monastery too. Thank you, Robert. I saw a lot of grown people trying to befriend teens when I was young. What is with that shit? I mean, I had done a lot of questionable shit as a teen with adults too. It's awful. But so weird. And again, like on one hand, she taught me so like my street smarts are all because of her. I remember she was putting me up on shit, so much shit. And I am grateful for that because I think that also helped me take no shit from anyone. So it's got like two sides of the coin. On one hand, what the fuck were you doing with a young teen? And my mom too at first was like, absolutely not. And then kind of found out she couldn't really tell me what to do as a teen. I was so defiant. It was not even funny. I put so much gray hair on her head. And then also the other side of the coin too is like one of the cons of our dynamic. She would always tell these dudes that I was trans behind my back. And these were like crazy motherfuckers. So, like, girl, you were lucky they didn't, I mean, RIP, but like, they could have finessed you and done something to you too. Like, oh my gosh. So, but then it's almost like, on what, like, for what? And I didn't put that together until I was an adult, that was the reason, was because she was telling him. I didn't want to fuck none of that. I wonder what happened to a lot of trans YouTubers from 10 years ago. I don't know. Someone was talking about that some have like, I don't know, just either fell back into like a societal normal routine, or I don't know. Right, Sam? It was so bizarre. It was so weird. Like, that's like weird shit. But I am grateful in a way, you know. On another level, can you believe, like, she really did a bang up job lining up? I told her I wanted this to line up with the bottom, whatchamacallit, little, whatchamacallit, gem. And she did a fucking phenomenal job, honestly. Because I was like, if I'm wearing a middle part, which I normally always do, which is so crazy because, like, side parts were such my thing when I was younger. I should look up a picture. This one picture in particular I'm thinking of was always jet black with like a long side bang. But I told her, I was like, I want it to, like, for both of them to kind of be able to be seen, you know? Anyway, she was so dope. That piercer was so cool. She's like, I'm 80, because I showed her my ID. She's like, oh gosh, acting as if I'm like super young. I'm like, hello? You know, or not that I'm not super young, but you get what I mean. And she's like, I'm 86. I'm like, there's no way in fucking hell you're 40 years old. She's like, yep, I'm 40 years old. I'm like, no way. She looked so young. And she was fucking dope as hell, because like she's like a traveling piercer. And so I don't know, I find that to be so cool that you can go to conventions and go to different shops to do it. And like, in another life, I would have successfully become a piercer and have been piercing people. I feel like that suits. I don't know. I'd be piercing people's Prince Alberts. Imagine. Fuck. Oh, man. Actually, I'm going to become a piercer. Just kidding. I don't know. Right, though? She did so good. And I was surprised. Not really surprised, but like, I don't know. It was a breeze. The only other times I've had dermals were right here and right here. And I remember getting this re-pierced, and piercing a dermal through scar tissue is nasty work. It's awful. Like, getting a dermal re-pierced is awful. So, nah. Yeah. Y'all, I might depart from here on out, right here, because it's been 160 minutes. So how many hours is that? 120 is 2. So 2 hours and 40 minutes? Yeah. But I'm going to go inside where it's cool. Right now it's 46 degrees. That's crazy. And just chill, and I got to do some editing. I don't know. You know, I know I've been like, I don't know. I don't think I've been bitching necessarily, but I've been like kind of maybe a little, not pessimistic, because that's too drastic, but like, I don't know. I've been kind of like slumped a little bit, but I am seriously so grateful. Piercings on wrist, do they snag on stuff more? I didn't notice them snag, but because you're always working your wrist, and again, I'm like, you know, like I'm right-handed, I think one of them never really kind of settled. I did get them changed, so they were regular. Actually, honestly, this is like way bigger. This is like a bigger size gem than I've ever done. I usually did the standard size, but they were clear colored, and I got them changed to emerald green. Now that was badass. Like, emerald green wrist dermals was fucking cool. But something caused one of them to kind of like reject, so I'm like, just take them both out. And the way, this was a woman who was in rehab with my sister at one point, I think. Like, she's so dope. The way she took them out, instead of like, I thought there was some sort of protocol for taking out dermals, she got a grip on it and snagged it. And that's how you remove rejecting dermals. I'm going to be straight and say I'm turning into the Wicked Witch of the West. Same. Yes, Angelique, it's been lovely. Yeah, I've been in 46-degree weather. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yes, you can get wrist dermals. You can even get like anywhere, honestly, anywhere. I've seen them on their chest. The one lady who just pierced me, she was like, yeah, the apprentice just did this dermal, and it was on her arm. My cousin once had one on her tattoo. That's right here. It says Diamond Girl, and in the eye it had a dermal. I've seen the back dimples. That looks really pretty. I've seen the back of the neck. That would be hard because of your hair. But the wrist was hard because you're always moving it. Whereas something like this is a little different. You can kind of tell that it's kind of still swollen if I turn to the side. Anyways, you guys, I love you guys so, so bad. And I appreciate you so, so bad. And we're going to call it a night, but I'm going to be back on tomorrow. Perhaps in warmer weather. Maybe inside. I don't know. I want to go somewhere, damn it. I did just take a call, so that was cool. But we'll see. Okay? Love you, Zown. Oh my gosh. My half up, half down. Arianka. I cannot. Love you to bits and pieces, what up? And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or video requests, feel free to email me. My email is naudiaexotica@gmail.com. Follow all my links at NaudiaExotica.com. Don't forget to read my blog, where there will be a new one up soon. I know I keep saying that. That's one thing I need to tackle. At Naudia'sCurioTrove.com. And if you want to support the channel, you can make your way over to Patreon.com/NaudiaExotica, where you can find even more hullabaloo and shenanigans and craziness over there. All right. So until the next video, you guys, I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Mwah. Good night.